Hello, my name is Charna Flanzer, and I am a career coach at New York University, School of Continuing and Professional Studies. And I'm here today to discuss the topic of your 60-second pitch. What is your 60-second pitch? It's often referred to as an elevator pitch, and that comes from the fact that if you were in a building with several floors, say on the 20th floor, and you were speaking to someone, you would be able to deliver, by the time you got to the ground floor, a statement or story which highlights your skills, your experience, your education, and objective. And again, this would all be delivered in 1 minute or less. What is required is that you give a concise, well-rounded, and directed synopsis, which would evoke interest and be informative, speaking to your skills, your education, your highlights, and accomplishments, what you are looking for going forward in your career, and you should be engaging. Express a lot of interest and passion without being effusive. Who needs one? Well, the answer is quite simple. Absolutely everyone needs one. And why? Think of this as your personalized advertisement or promo. You have an opportunity to tell your story and highlight yourself in exactly the light in which you'd like to be seen. You're trying to accomplish your similarities and your uniqueness. So here lies a great opportunity to set the groundwork for potential interviews and job opportunities. When is your 60-second pitch used? It's used in numerous situations, and let me name a few. 1, networking events. This is the perfect arena to use your 1-minute pitch that you've honed to let people know who you are, what you're doing, what you have done, and what you're looking for in the near future. 2, in social events. This can be used as easily in a social situation as it could be in a business situation. If you're at a party and you're meeting people for the first time, it's a great groundbreaker when someone asks the question of, "Oh, and what do you do?" Also, in business events, you may well be meeting colleagues within your own organization that you've not yet met before. And once you have your pitch written and it's well rehearsed, it will be very effective to use it in this way. Also, interviewing. The most dreaded question I hear continually is, I just hate the question of, "Tell me about yourself." Well, if you have your pitch at hand, that's the perfect answer for that question. And within a minute, you have given your prospective employer a very complete picture. And it's a very effective opening for an interview. And last, as far as correspondence goes, you'll find that even though this is an oral pitch, that you can refer to this. And so in cover letters and in bios, etc., you'll be able to pull from this pitch, and it will be very effective in the written word as well. What should I include? I'm often asked this question, and I have one reply. I say, "What do you want me to know about you?" And I don't mean that sarcastically. This is your opportunity to tell people what your accomplishments are. And this is also what makes you unique. So it really is your chance to let people know who you are and in what light you'd like to be seen. You want to give very specific information whenever possible. By this, I refer to years of experience, area of expertise, educational credentials, awards, pro bono work, languages, additional languages that you may speak. Again, be very specific when you can. You have an objective, you want to be clear, and you want to cite examples whenever possible that support your objective. Perhaps mention long and short goals, and speak to industry expertise, to research, management, or leadership experience if you have it, honors, recognition in any way. Unique life experiences may also be noteworthy, such as extensive travel or time spent abroad growing up, or volunteer opportunities, etc. You are crafting the story of yourself. So again, allow yourself to be descriptive, use powerful words, and make sure that you are creating a message that really speaks to what your objectives are. You're developing your uniqueness, and you're also trying to create a visual image as well for the listener. What are the biggest mistakes that one makes in writing their pitch? I believe that for many, talking about ourselves is difficult. We often feel we're boasting when we speak to our strengths or accomplishments. And you need not feel this way. You are not boasting. What you are merely doing is helping someone else understand what your talents, accomplishments, and strengths are, and also helping position yourself for the right job opportunity. It's your job to let someone know what it is you want. You can't assume that they will deduce this. So the more directed you can be, the better you'll be received. Remember to begin where you currently are. You don't want to start at the beginning of your life. This is not a book. You have 1 minute, so you want to address what you're currently doing and then bring in other facets of your life, such as your experience, interests, and additional works that you've done, education as well. Fluency in other languages is something that is very important. We are in a global society now, and as Americans, we often are not fluent in more than one language. So please be sure to remember that that is definitely marketable, it's worthwhile, and it is absolutely a plus and should be mentioned. Also, pro bono work and volunteer opportunities is something that often people leave out of their pitch because I often hear, well, I wasn't paid for it. Again, this pitch is not about what you've been paid for, it's about what you've accomplished. And so be sure to include opportunities that show a breadth of experience, another skill set, and also the ability to work in unusual circumstances and to excel. It's your job to manage your career, and in writing this pitch, you have the opportunity to highlight your accomplishments that will best sell yourself to your prospective audience. Again, don't expect people to figure this out. Tell them what you want them to know. In closing, I'd like to leave you with the tools that you now have to make an effective, concise, targeted, under 60-second verbal pitch about who you are, where you're going, what you've accomplished, and highlights that you'd like us to know along the way. This is your opportunity to sell yourself to your prospective audience. Don't expect people will be able to figure you out. It's your job to tell them what you want them to know. And this is a perfect tool to utilize to do just that.